You planning our poop system, babes?
This is the worst job you can do on the boat. Funny.
That's not funny. Maybe believe something is wrong. Meanwhile, you have the through closed.
Welcome to Sailing Lady Africa. I'm Ricky, and this is my wife Simone.
After 2 years of hard work on our boat, she's finally ready to take us from South Africa across the Atlantic to the Bahamas. Be sure to join in our adventures by subscribing down below.
You planning our poop system, babes?
Yeah, I'm just getting how I'm gonna. So I got 2 teas, I'm only gonna need 1. I bought a spare.
Your initial plan was 2T though.
But now we got that Y valve, and I'm thinking I'm just gonna use the Y valve.
Okay.
And then that gives me the option. I mean, if I run it through the tank, I literally don't need any T's, any valves, nothing.
That's just our decision we have to make. Do you run it through the tank or do you not?
But then we always gotta run stuff through the tank. If we can avoid having something in the tank. Option 1 is we run the toilet straight into the tank, and then the tank straight out of the through hole, which is quite nice setup.
And then you just have one valve to say.
Got one valve,
through hole,
open, close,
yes,
that's it,
through hole.
done. But the problem is then it always goes through the tank. Option 2 is we put a junction or a Y valve in here, and then we can opt directly out or into the tank, but then we need to add a T piece at the bottom here too. So that's a lot more connections versus nearly
Straight shot.
no connections.
Which
straight
one's
shot.
less complicated?
Well, going into the
Less
tank,
things can go wrong.
straight into the tank, less things can go wrong.
But then it's stinkier.
Well, it shouldn't be stinky because we got a filter, and but the thing is, this tank always has some degree of rubbish in it. I really didn't want to.
Not rubbish, poop.
Yeah, poop. What do you think?
Pee.
Go straight. I'm like in
I
two
mean-
minds of it. Think of it. When are we going to use the holding tank?
When we're in marina.
Only in marina. The rest of the time, I don't
And if
ever
you're
want.
in Anchorage where you're like right on top of the guy. You want to use your holding tank where you're swimming.
We also had to think carefully about it because we also are limited on space. Installing a Y valve and all these connections use up a lot of space.
Less complicated, less connections, which means less poop problems. But yes, we have.
Less work.
But we have poop in the tank. No, toilets can be so complicated.
Pass me the PTFE tape so I can put this in salon. Please.
So we're just gonna we're gonna go with the tank.
Yeah,
to
straight
the
into the
tank.
tank and then out.
Okay.
Less complicated, less problems. So, just got a basic waste valve on the bottom of that. Turn it, everything goes out, close it, you're good to be in the marina. It's all plastic, so hopefully it'll last long. Put tape on the bottom of it. Neaten all of these pipes up to you.
So you're disconnecting everything now.
Yeah. This is the worst job you can do on the boat.
Ricky's so scared that he gets poop on his fingers. How many gloves you put on, honey?
Just enough.
Be sure to hit subscribe below if you haven't already and click on the notification bell to alert you every time we upload a new episode. Don't forget to like this video, it's a free way you can support our channel. While directing the toilet pipe to our holding tank and adding the necessary fittings, we ran into a bit of a problem.
Got to take the toilet out now because of that hose. Yeah, shit. I might need a torch go, please. Yeah. So good thing, the reason why it's a good thing that we actually ended up deciding, well, what made us decide, check at that. So we were that close to having poop everywhere.
So this is a good thing now because you're not going to have any connection problems.
No connections. Straight in, straight out.
Because it's just one solid pipe from the toilet straight to the tank.
We measured up and ran all new piping.
Turn the power back on, please. Flushes of that, like 4 flushes.
Yep. Uses a lot of water, eh?
Yeah, 4 flushes it's here already.
I know. That's how much water it actually uses. We definitely have to put a salt water in. You need to do the pipe from the through hole to the through hole.
No, through a hole to the bottom of the tank.
That's what I mean, but it's a through hole fitting that you've used in the bottom of the tank. So through hole to through hole. But Ricky took out all the frames, the frame for our previous door, and I removed our rolly door that we had in the head like we do have in the room, so we'll use that as a spare. And then we're just going to get a sliding door which was similar to the old one we had, but it's just going to be more modern. So you excited about our new door?
Not really, because I got to build it. It sucks.
It sucks.
I'm thinking of putting the gauge over here. Put the gauge here with the switch, and you just press the switch to check the poop level, so you don't have to watch. So the gauge is not going to be powered the whole time. It could take quite a lot of flushes. I mean, we've been flushing all day, and that thing's only, I'd say what, a quarter of the way? And we've been doing a lot of double flushes. These jobs are only good when it's clean. Well, luckily for us, it's a new install.
Luckily for you, you poop glitter and rainbows, babes.
Obviously. Gotta put it on the list. Is we need the no smell filter and a vent. So this is for our breather hose, and this is a no smell filter, so that vent on the side of the boat won't stink. So sometimes, and you'll see it on maybe older boats and stuff, whenever they got these vents wherever they put them, it will kind of be pretty stinky around that area. But if you put one of these in, it's pretty much a no smell filter. It looks like one of those strainers that you get from, that you put in with your engines, but it's not. It's got you get 2 models. You get either the one with the carbon insert in there, or otherwise you get the canister. You take all of these out and you put the canister inside there. And yeah, that's a no smell filter. So we need to epoxy some of that wood onto the side, mount it on there, 2 little screws, done. Hose in, hose out. And the tank are done. Now this one will go to the breather, and then breather out, and then we'll have the through. This is the breather fitting that goes through the hole. And
where through the hole does it go? Not the deck.
So that the poop can breathe.
Deck or out the side?
No, out the side.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, mount it through the side there.
Because that would be like a toe stubber if it had to be on the deck.
Then we'll get the wooden battens, epoxy and screw in here, and epoxy on there, and then put the 2 straps on.
And then prime the wooden battens, and then wait for the guy to give us a quote on our fiberglass.
Yeah, we've got it up to there, and we left it overnight, no leaks. So
And it's pretty full-ish. So.
About a quarter tank, but we'll fill it up to the top to make sure before we start sending poop into it.
How fun is it working in a shower, babe? That's your arms up.
Okay. This is it.
So that goes to the
Drill.
Through a hole. And to the bottom of that one, huh? The bottom of the tank.
Yeah.
And then we connected the holding tank to our through hole. The amount of times Ricky and I have driven around today to get stuff for this holding tank. Because then we changed the idea and we're not going to have all these connections. We're going to make it straight into the holding tank and no, okay, straight out, straight in, straight out. But no, now we got to go change the whole thing. Oh, but we don't have the right fittings, so we got to go and buy the right fittings. It's just the driving around takes longer than the actual job.
But it's always like that. It's always getting the parts that take way more time than the actual install.
But we got everything now, fingers crossed, so we can finish this. And then we just have to wait for the guy to let us know about. That's where we forgot to stop.
Fiberglass panel.
Fiberglass panel.
Let's see if I can find
That
it.
guy needs to quote. Give us a quote.
Don't break it too, please.
That's what I bought too. I just got to trim that hose again.
We turned the valve to open up the holding tank, but no water was draining, which made us a little stressed out.
Yeah, you're funny.
It was
huh?
funny.
That's not funny. Made me believe something is wrong. Meanwhile, you had the through hole closed.
Okay, screws with washers. Let's get the sucker.
How long did it take you to find that flippin' breather?
4 shops to
Full
find that
shots.
particular one.
5
that I
hours later.
Yeah, it took a while. Absolutely beautiful. X marks the spot.
Cool. Do you need an X to put on there to mark it?
Funny. No. Obviously I don't. I need the drill machine.
Thank you.
We're just gonna, you're gonna take this one inside and I'm gonna do the outside. I just want to get a bit of sealant for this. That should be good, eh? Is it straight down?
Turned it over, but it's straight down.
Good. Okay. Let's put the hose clamps on.
Hold on, can I come back?
Yep. Putting this gauge in the bathroom. Could you check it? Yeah, see that it's high and then
But
open the
is it like
valve.
waterproofish?
Yeah.
Moisture-proofish?
Yeah. Are we going for the silver color or the white?
Can you see that? Silver?
We're going for the silver one. We had the option, came with 2. There's silver. There's the white. Makes it look, someone said it makes it look plain. So, okay. And these are from Vitas, so if you guys want to check them out and you guys need some gauges, they're really not expensive. I think this was $30, $40, somewhere on there, I think. And it's proper quality. It's not like those cheap things that you buy from the auto parts store or something. The best investment you'll make is quality hole saws, man. Make life a lot easier. There, yeah.
There you're gonna hit it. There you might not hit it.
One hit it there. I like this engineering, how we just guessed them it. Ta-da! Check it out. Some nautical.
What?
She's a little tight. Just need to clean off a little bit. Man, Hannah, I'm giving you a lot of cleanup work.
Yeah, no, I noticed that.
Thank you.
I think it looks good.
Let me check it. So now I'm not thinking of powering it up all the time, so just put a switch and then you just press the switch. Maybe I'll put the switch here. You just press the switch and check what the gauge does.
Now we just need to wire up the gauge.
So what's the next step now, mister?
Next step is we're going to get some Marante hardwood, make a frame around here.
So how many of these strips are you going to have to cut?
I need one on either side for the support, one on the base, and then one up top.
So Ricky was like, we should get acrylic shower door, and then I didn't understand what he was saying. And I was like, yeah, that's a good idea. We should get an acrylic panel for the holding tank instead of a fiberglass one. And then it was like a moment. We're like, why are we putting a fiberglass? It's gonna be heavier. It's gonna cost us more.
I don't know if it'll be heavier. It'll probably be lighter, maybe a little lighter, but it's gonna cost definitely way more. It's gonna take way more time for him to make. And I can get acrylic one tomorrow. Done.
Exactly, and then we could just zit, 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 zit. Boom.
I promise I'll try. Try to make you happy, be the best I can be. I'll do everything for you. Ain't nothing that I wouldn't do, 'cause you deserve better than this.
We got our acrylic whiteboard over here. It just has a little protective cover over it. But there it is. Put our battens. We have sealed it up pretty nicely over here so they're properly in. This is still a bit tacky. It's been pretty cold here, so we haven't been able to let it, well, it hasn't been able to dry properly. It hasn't been hot enough, but today is a really hot day. So hopefully this will dry up nicely, and then I'll be able to prime these wooden battens because it is in the shower, so it needs some protection from the water. And then once this has been primed up and painted, then we'll insert our acrylic door. We just need to also size it up and cut it, obviously. Yeah, that's gonna look sweet.
Yeah, I've got to just do the trimming. I'll trim this afternoon. That's
This needs to dry first. We need to paint this.
Yeah.
So it doesn't help you. Don't rush it. This needs to dry first.
Okay.
So yeah, we're gonna have to wait for that stuff to dry. So unfortunately, we can't do it today. But we'll finish it up and show you how it looks in our next episode. So don't forget to subscribe below if you haven't already, and click on the notification bell to let you when we upload a new episode. And don't forget to give this video a thumbs up. If you'd like to join the Lady Africa family, you can do so by clicking on any of the links in the description below. Have an awesome weekend ahead, guys, and relax. Enjoy the weather. If it's cold, stay warm. If it's hot, enjoy it. Ciao, ciao.